Welcome to Garden Decor Designs, where we transform ordinary outdoor spaces into extraordinary havens. Before we start, we want to ask your support to make this channel grow with subscribe to this channel, leave comment, hit the like button or share this video to your friends and family. Are you tired of looking at bare patches in your garden? Sick of fighting a never-ending battle with weeds? Well, what if I told you there's a simple, beautiful, and incredibly effective solution that not only suppresses weeds, but also adds stunning texture and color to your landscape? Today, we're diving deep into the world of garden ground covers, those unsung heroes that can transform your outdoor space from drab to fab with minimal effort. Get ready to discover the secret weapons every gardener needs. A solid brick or concrete walkway can be a bit blah, not to mention pricey to build. So instead, you can create a pretty path with ground cover. You can walk on tucked between stepping stones for a more natural look. These mat-forming, low-growing plants are tough enough to tolerate light foot traffic. And best of all, some varieties will also release a delightful fragrance every time you brush by. One Thyme. Fragrant and resilient, Thyme makes a superb ground cover you can walk on for sunny spots in your landscape where you can enjoy its fresh scent every time you pass by. Some of the best varieties are non-culinary, such as red creeping thyme, elfin mother of thyme, and woolly thyme. All three grow as dense mats of pretty foliage. Another bonus: thyme is deer and rabbit resistant. 2. Blue Star Creeper. Brighten shady corners of your landscape with the charms of Blue Star Creeper, or Laurentia fluviatilis. This pretty little ground hugger develops masses of pale blue, star-shaped flowers in spring and early summer. Use it as a lawn alternative in locations too shady to support turf grass. Once established, Blue Star Creeper spreads quickly by underground runners and can become aggressive in cool, moist areas. It's tough enough to tolerate light foot traffic as long as it receives regular water. 3. Sedum. Heat and drought resistant, sedum ground covers are ideal for sunny, exposed locations. These tough-as-nails plants require little attention and are strong enough to handle foot traffic. Tuck individual plants between pavers or look for sedum tiles that you roll out like sod to cover larger areas. Sedum comes in many shapes and sizes, but shorter, creeping varieties make the best ground covers. Look for varieties such as dragon's blood, tricolor, blue spruce, campscaticum, or fuldiglut. Most sedum ground covers also produce flowers in the late summer that attract bees and butterflies. 4. Ajuga. Good things come in small packages. Ajuga, for example, grows just a few inches tall, yet it adds tons of color to your landscape. Also known as bugleweed, this easy-care ground cover you can walk on is prized for its ability to slowly and steadily carpet your yard with colorful foliage. In spring, ajuga sends up spikes of blue, purple, or white flowers atop a base of bronze, chocolate, bright green, or bicolor foliage. Ajuga also thrives in containers. 5. Creeping Jenny. As its name suggests, creeping jenny or Lysomachia nummularia is a low-growing plant with long stems that spread outward. Its coin-like golden leaves are why it's commonly called moneywort. Creeping jenny works well growing between stepping stones, where it will tolerate some foot traffic. It also will happily cascade over stone walls or the sides of mixed planters and window boxes, which will help keep this vigorous spreader contained. In the late spring, creeping jenny also produces dainty butter yellow flowers. 6. Portulaca. Portulaca, also called moss rose, is a ground cover you can walk on that thrives in the better homes and gardens test garden pathways during the summer. It's a tough, sun-loving plant that frequently self-sows, popping up in unexpected places. The crepe paper-like blooms come in various colors, including yellow, white, salmon, red, orange, and bicolors. Portulaca also has bright green needle-like foliage that pops back into place if you happen to step on it. This drought-tolerant ground cover is perennial in frost-free regions, but it's usually grown as an annual elsewhere. 7. Scotch moss. At first glance, you might not think Scotch moss or Sagina subulata is tough enough to take foot traffic. Yet this golden moss bounces right back if someone steps on it. Use Scotch moss in garden paths, rock gardens, or as a lawn substitute in small backyards. Scotch moss is also frosted with a pretty layer of tiny white flowers in the spring. The key with this walkable ground cover plant is to keep it well hydrated, particularly during the summer heat. 8. Dwarf mondo grass. Forming small clumps of bright green foliage, dwarf mondo grass or Ophiopogon japonicus is simply spectacular when planted in masses along a path or patio. Plus, you don't have to fuss over it to keep it looking good. A quick shearing back in spring will encourage fresh new growth after the winter. And this plant grows slowly, so there's no worry about it getting out of control. 9. Creeping phlox. After a long, dark winter, the early spring flowers of creeping phlox are a welcome treat. These tough overachievers are almost smothered in blue, purple, rose, white, or bicolor flowers for several weeks. The plants spread quickly, and their dark green needle-like foliage keeps them looking good, even when not in bloom. Creeping phlox works especially well on small slopes that drain quickly after rains. 10. Snow in summer. This perennial truly lives up to its common name. Snow in summer, or Cerastium tomentosum, produces large drifts of tiny white blooms in late May and June atop a mound of spreading silver-gray foliage. It may self-sow but doesn't generally become invasive. To keep plants looking good, shear them back after flowering. Snow in summer prefers cooler climates and may suffer during hot, humid summers. 11. Soapwort. Many favorite perennials were once grown for more utilitarian purposes than looking good in a garden. For example, the leaves of soapwort or Saponaria officinalis were once used to make a cleansing lather. However, soapwort is prized today for its compact, rough-and-tumble nature and pretty pink, red, or white flowers. Use this ground cover you can walk on along your garden path, or tuck it into rock gardens or walls. Soapwort is drought and deer tolerant. 12. Baby tears. Most people think of baby tears or Solirolia solirolii as a houseplant or terrarium plant, but in warm, humid regions it makes a lovely bright green shade ground cover. It also works well in vertical gardens and containers. When happy, baby tears spreads rapidly, forming a moss-like cushion. Keep the foot traffic on it light. Mazus. Occasionally called cup flower, Mazus forms a dense mass of bright green foliage highlighted with lavender, orchid-like flowers in late spring. It grows just 3 inches tall but packs a big impact when it spreads across the ground. It's a perfect ground cover you can walk on for pathways or the edge of a flower border. This compact beauty grows quickly and tolerates light foot traffic. 14. Hens and chicks. No ground cover list would be complete without hens and chicks, or Sempervivum spp, named for the baby chicks that surround each mother plant or hen. This delightful succulent plant comes in a wide variety of forms and colors that you can mix and match to create a living mosaic. Hens and chicks can be tucked between pavers, in rock or wall gardens or containers. If the plants grow too close together, simply transplant the chicks to other locations in your landscape. Even though hens and chicks can take a lot of abuse, they don't like too much foot traffic. 15. Corsican mint. One of the smallest members of the mint family, Corsican mint or Mentha requinii grows to only 1 inch tall, forming thick mats of aromatic ground cover. In warm climates, it appreciates some afternoon shade during the hottest part of the summer, but otherwise does well in full sun locations. Use Corsican mint between stepping stones so you can enjoy its fragrance every time you brush past the foliage. In late summer, Corsican mint produces lilac flowers that are so tiny they are easy to overlook. And there you have it, folks, a fantastic selection of ground cover plants that can solve so many of your gardening dilemmas, from weed suppression to creating lush, beautiful landscapes. Whether you're looking for drought-tolerant options, a burst of color, or just something to fill in those tricky spots, there's a ground cover out there for you. Which one are you most excited to try? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Garden Decor Designs for more amazing tips, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next garden transformation idea. Happy gardening!